It is Saturday night, and while we've got the family asleep, I thought it would be fun for us to do a live stream for the beloved Noel ComiX YouTube channel. I would have streamed a bit earlier, but I got kind of enthralled in a Jetman marathon, and I actually stopped watching before the last episode because I wanted to stream and I didn't want to be rushed through the last episode. I know some kind of depressing stuff happens, I guess, in terms of talking about the fate of some of the characters. I gotta tell you though, I was just very impressed with the last handful of episodes of Jetman. It is the best Sentai series I've ever seen, and that includes Power Rangers. All right, today I'm early as hell. How's it been? Arrow, thank you for stopping in. It's been good so far, you know. I'm on winter break, so that's nice. And I don't know if you caught the first minute of the stream, but I said I was watching Jetman, and I actually stopped watching for the last episode because I just didn't want to, get distracted and just wanted to enjoy. You notice I was talking about Jetman. Yeah, dude, Jetman. I really, really like Jetman. A lot of people think that Z Ranger is the inspiration for Power Rangers, but if you take a look at Jetman, like the actual story of Jetman, the characters in Jetman are what was used as the base for Power Rangers. And the footage ended up coming from Z Ranger. So, but like Jetman, like if you actually take a look at the Sentai in Jetman, like Ryu is just like Jason. Guy, who is like by far the best character in the whole show, is kind of like a synthesis of Zack and Tommy. Raita, the Yellow Ranger, is like Billy. Kaori is like Kimberly. And then Aiko is like Trini. So their characters are very similar, where you've got the jock, the cool guy, the princess and the tomboy, and the nerdy guy. And if you actually take a look at those Jetman characters and then contrast them to the Power Ranger cast, it's very clear where the American people get their inspiration from. I've been trying to find some old Sentai stuff. No luck to this day. I know the last episode of Jetman is going to be very consequential, and it's an episode that I just kind of want to watch by myself, like without the stress of having to hurry up and get through it and do a live stream, or I don't want to like watch it and then not be in the mood to live stream because I've heard what happens to my favorite character, and I know I'm going to get pissed off about it. But yeah, dude, Guy is like the coolest. Just Guy and Tommy, like Tommy is my favorite American Sentai, but Guy is just he is the coolest character in like maybe any television show next to Sonny Crockett. So if you don't know, like the Black Sentai for Jetman, the Black Condor, is this cool Japanese dude who I don't know. He plays the saxophone. He's a ladies' man. He's like Wolverine. Like the dynamic of the relationships between Guy and Ryu is like Wolverine and Cyclops, and Kaori is a lot like Jean Grey. There's this kind of love triangle situation, and Jetman does a really good job of combining like the over the top happy aspect of the genre with some really like dark gritty stuff, and it does it pretty seamlessly. I've been watching a lot of Charge Man Ken, uh, and and that does it abruptly, which I find charming, and it apparently gives Kenny Lauderdale a nervous breakdown. But like I have been watching a lot of Charge Man Ken with my daughter, who's 9 months old and loves that show. I think she finds the bright colors visually stimulating, and I think she just likes the overall vibe of it. Santino likes Charge Man Ken too. I've been watching a lot of Charge Man Ken. Anyway, Charge Man Ken, it goes from like 1 second happy kids show to the next second, warped dark lunacy. Jetman is more like, you know, well fleshed out characters that are sometimes fun, and then other times are dealing with like the darker aspects of being a warrior and the consequences of other people's actions and their actions, and it's really well written. Have you been watching Charge Man Ken because of Kenny Lauderdale? One of my short answer is yes. I did not know about Charge Man Ken before Kenny Lauderdale. I found the Charge Man Ken video when I was doing my Blood of the Best manga because I just wanted to listen to something relaxing in the background. And I had already subscribed to Kenny Lauderdale, because of things like Cypher. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, new Kenny Lauderdale video, cool. And it was like the Charge Man Ken video, and it was like one of the funniest things. Like, I actually like Charge Man Ken a lot more than Kenny does. I don't know what I think Kenny kind of likes it too, but I don't mind a lot of the stuff he complained about in that video. Like, I find the random lunacy charming. And I kind of like it. I like the look of it kind of too. I mean, sometimes it's drawn not correctly. And that kind of also adds to its charm, I guess. But I do like the thick lines and bold colors, and some of the character artwork in some scenes I actually like. I mean, I kind of like some of the headshots that they do, and it does kind of have kind of a JoJo-esque kind of vibe sometimes, where the characters have randomly thick eyelashes and sometimes their lips are accentuated. Um, yeah, it kind of looks a little bit like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure crossed with Astro Boy and Johnny Quest sometimes, but very crudely animated. And the stories are entertaining. I mean, it's 5 minutes, so like I actually like that I can just kind of sit down for a few minutes and watch it and enjoy. Like there was one episode that I really liked where the Duralians like put Charge Man Ken's sister in a guillotine and they're like gonna kill her, but then the goofy robot Barukan like he like I don't know, starts like screwing with the Duralian's control panel, and it starts making lightning go everywhere. By the way, Charge Man Ken is like randomly in a block of ice. And you don't really see how he gets there. So his Barukan screwing with the control panel melts the block of ice that Charge Man Ken is in. So he goes and like kills all the aliens. And then like at the end of the episode, the dad's like, oh, looks like Barukan was the hero today. And then Barukan's like, it's nothing for someone of my skills. And then he starts falling down a mountain. And then he's like, help, help. Ken and his sister's like, wait up, Barukan. It's good stuff. I like that a lot. So, yeah, I got nothing but good things to say about Charge Man Ken. I think Tokusatsu stuff in general handles topics like that pretty well. Yes, I get they ended up dumbing stuff down for kids over here, but I think it wouldn't hurt to show the world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a fine line to walk, to add depth to your storytelling and to betray the genre. You know what I'm saying? And, you don't want to have an episode of Power Rangers where Tommy's like, guys, I have leukemia. Like, I don't want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid, I don't want something like needlessly depressing, but like, like dealing with the consequences of being a warrior or something like that, or like the complexities of human action and war, like those kind of things are interesting. So I think Jetman is like, I heard that Jetman is dark, and it's not dark at all, really I mean, there's certain episodes where it's like they're fighting giant cups of ramen noodles, which is like probably my favorite episode in the whole series. There's like this ramen noodle otaku who has a crush on the Blue Jet Man, Aiko, and she's like, this like nerdy guy likes me, and then like this like the the bad guys make this like sentient ramen noodle cup to manipulate this like ramen nerd, and eventually the ramen nerd figures out what's going on and knows how to manipulate like the boiling water of the ramen noodles to like starve out the bad ramen noodle monster, and he ends up saving the Jetman, and it's like fantastic. It's really good. So yeah, it's good stuff. And then there was another, but then like the episode of Jetman I was watching, it's like, it's interesting because there's like this duo love triangle of the good guys and the bad guys. So like for the good guys, it's like Guy, Ryu, and Kaori have this kind of back and forth unrequited love. Like Guy likes Kaori, Kaori likes Ryu. Ryu is pining after his seemingly dead girlfriend who has joined the bad guys. Then Kaori likes Guy, and I know something's going to happen to Guy that's going to make it so that she's going to end up with Ryu in the end. But on the bad guy side, it's like there's Radiguet, Maria, and Gray. And Maria is Ryu's girlfriend who got sucked into a vortex and became one of the bad guys. And it's kind of like, you don't really know if she like was doing it of her own free will, or so like she ends up feeling like she doesn't want to go back to Ryu because she thinks she's too bad for him, And it's good. Like Gray is a robot, but he's in love with this woman, and Radiguet's like this bad guy warrior who will occasionally have a sense of honor, but is like sadistic and cruel. And then there's this weird little kid named Trans who ends up becoming stronger than everyone for a brief period of time, but then ends up getting brain damage and ends up institutionalized. The end. Yeah, so it's kind of like the plot of Jetman right there. It's really good stuff. Actually, we should probably play Jetman. I've got it on the Famicom Mini, so we probably should fire up some Jetman. I like Jetman so much I need to get like the cartridge of it. The American Power Rangers, like the first, really up through Zeo, I liked. But like the first series was definitely the best because that had like it was kind of like Saved by the Bell crossed with like a Super Sentai show, which was like really good. And then also what was cool about it is because they had so much footage of Zeo Ranger, they could really like have some really good in-depth like mech fights and stuff like that. I mean, I remember like at a certain point, like I think for like the second season of Power Rangers, they actually had Japan do new footage of the Zeo Ranger mechs, but then decided to switch and go to, I think it was like Die Ranger was the one with like the White Ranger or whatever. So like the mech fights were like super short in the second season of Power Rangers. It really annoyed me, and it was all because they wanted to like keep the Power Ranger costumes but have new robots. But like yeah, it was all awkward. But I really liked I liked the first season of Power Rangers a lot, like as much as pretty much anything. And Tommy was super cool, and I do like pretty much all the Power Rangers shows with the original cast or the continuity of the original cast I like a lot. And I liked Dino Thunder because Tommy came back as a high school teacher who looked like Gohan from Dragon Ball GT, and he ended up being the new Black Ranger, and I thought that was cool that he came back. And it made sense because it was a dinosaur themed show, and Tommy came in the Dino Mech show to start with, so it was good. I liked Dino Thunder a lot, and I actually kind of got back into Power Rangers briefly because of Dino Thunder. Better way to put it is probably to describe it as being darker than some others. LOL. Sinister, how the hell are you, my friend? We've just been talking about Power Rangers for a minute. So I was watching Jetman, which is one of my all-time favorite shows. which is the Japanese Power Rangers show that, like, the characters, not the footage, but the characters from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers kind of draw their inspiration from. And then Arrow and I were just kind of talking about the complexities of the plot, and then comparing and contrasting Japanese and American Power Ranger shows, and all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah, fun stuff. Sinister, I have to ask you, as a fan of hip hop, how did you like the Super Bowl halftime show? Considering that, so many like West Coast representatives were there. Um, I thought Snoop Dogg did a good performance. I thought Dr. Dre. I don't. This is the thing, man, and you can appreciate this. I liked it too. I also enjoyed the fact that 50 Cent was like obese and hanging upside down, and everyone thought that was funny. So good stuff. Yeah, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. So, I actually thought, despite the fact that 50 Cent was fat and upside down, and everyone was making fun of him because he deserves to get made fun of because he's a professional troll and bully. I thought that he rapped very well. I think he has gotten much better with age in terms of his lyrical skills, so he should be credited for that. Yeah. And I thought that for all the raving that everyone does about Eminem, I actually thought that Eminem was the least good of the performers, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that to be contrarian. I don't really like Eminem's more modern flow style, where it sounds like he's screaming and constipated, where he's like, "Brr, nah." Like I more prefer the effeminate Trailer Park flow that he started out with. You know what I'm saying? It was like, nowadays everybody want to talk, but they got them to say, like that kind of thing. Like, like that was much better than the whole, like, so I prefer vintage Eminem flow to, angry, constipated black hair Eminem. But, yeah, Sinister, he knows what I'm talking about right there. So, but yeah, no, I thought the Super Bowl halftime show was great. And even though I think that Dre, 50, and Eminem all feed on beef to kind of breathe life into their careers, which really annoys me. I think that they're all talented, and I think that they all did a good job. And it was probably my favorite Super Bowl halftime show I can think of since the Michael Jackson one. That I remember from when I was like in elementary school. I think, what was it, like 1991 or something like that. I remember, Michael Jackson did a performance, and I just remember it being really cool. But yeah, no, they were cool, and I'm happy. Oh, it was the other thing that was like really funny about the Super Bowl halftime show. Mary J. Blige was like kind of like going off on stuff, and, like, she's doing her like wow, wow, like she was doing like her belting it out. My mom's like, she looks like she's gonna die, and then like she like fell backwards. It's like part of her performance. So we were all like laughing in the living room. But no, yeah, good stuff. And I for a period of time was downloading like Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic mashups to like different things. So on my channel, if you look, I've got like the 50 Cent amusement park mashup to Title Tempest, and I've also got Aaliyah's Rock the Boat to Quartz Quadrant. I had some other ones, and I can't. I don't know if I didn't download them or I just used to listen to them on YouTube. I've got one of Say My Name from Destiny's Child with Rose from Street Fighter Zero. Yeah, Street Fighter Alpha. Is it the Alpha 3 theme? I think it's the Alpha 3 theme. Could upload that. I want to do like an artwork of Rose though to go with it. So yeah, good stuff. So yeah, nice. Well, I'm thinking, like I was telling Arrow, like I purposely stopped watching Jetman before the last episode because I'm just not in the mood to watch it right now. I want to stream. I don't want to have to deal with the baggage of like seeing the final episode of a series that you like, because it's kind of like you don't want it to end. I think the best kind of endings for things are like open-ended endings. Something that always makes you like kind of leaves, like, even though the story's like done, it's like it continues. Like the stuff that you like about it marches on. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what had a cool sounding story, and I would like to see this manga translated into English or fan translated or someone do a fan translation on YouTube or something. There's I think it's a '70s manga called Worst, and it was done by Osamu Tezuka's understudy, and it's kind of like a gritty post-apocalyptic quasi-zombie um, manga. And there's like humans, and they're fighting these like monsters called the Worstmen, and they're like competing with for control of planet Earth. And like I think this is, I just saw a video on this on YouTube. That's how I know about it. I haven't like read any of it, but like the manga, the way it ends is like an ice age is approaching the Earth. So it's like this three-way battle between the Worstmen, the humans, and then the Earth starting to freeze over, and the manga ends like showing the future, and you see these people walking out of the end of the ice age, and you're not quite sure if it's one of the worst men or one of the humans or what, you know. So it's kind of like it's open ended, but it's, yeah, it's interesting, you know. um you would be so mad at Elimination Chamber. I didn't even see. I know this is a TNA pay per view tonight too. All right, let's see this. Bobby Lashley got quote injured and carried out without ever even entering the match. Brock came in out of turn and squashed everyone. Wow, that sounds really stupid. All right, good deal. That's like horrible booking. Like, I mean, was he really injured, or were they just that stupid? Like, I mean, that doesn't even make sense. I mean, I guess, I mean, unless they're trying to do it to like protect Bobby Lashley, but they didn't really do that since they had, you know, Brock Lesnar technically beat him at the Royal Rumble, only to, you know, like Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman like screwed him over. But you know, they could have done something like, I don't know, like have Bobby Lashley just not, I don't, like, yeah, like it was. So how did the Elimination Chamber work? Right, it had like multiple people in the match. You could have just had Bobby Lashley not get pinned or whatever, you know. I don't know, it's dumb. Either way, I'm kind of annoyed that Cody Rhodes is going back to WWE. I'm like 99% sure he's going to end up back in WWE. I think that Cody Rhodes' character in AEW had gotten bad. Like, he was very self-promoting, and it was kind of quasi-cringy. Because, like, you know, I get it that, you know, you're the son of Dusty Rhodes, and you're carrying on the legacy of WCW, and you know, you've got this like great family history of wrestling, and you know, you're a big mover and shaker that is the executive vice president of the company, and you did amazing things and all this other stuff, and you can cut good promos and have good matches. But the way his character was being presented was like not great. You know, his whole positioning is being like out of the elite right off the bat. I thought that was like not great. And then it was like they were trying to position his like wrestling school as this like great babyface force, but it's like he's like feuding with like the villainous QT Marshall, and it's like, what the hell? Like, what is that? You know, I don't know. And then like they were like announcing his baby and stuff like that, which I think is awesome that he's having a baby. But you know, when you're like kind of doing vignettes about how Brandy's pregnant, it kind of is like what am I, like, what is this, you know? And like the really dumb thing about it was that, and first of all, I just had a baby, so congratulations to Cody and Brandy. Like, I'm not saying there's like, I think that's awesome that they're having kids. I'm just saying the way that it was like presented on TV as a wrestling fan came off as awkward. So yeah, like where they like open up like a present or something, and it's like there's a baby coming. It's like, I mean, if they really wanted to make that entertaining, it should have been a pregnancy test. Like they open up the box, it's a pregnancy test. This is positive, you know. I still wanted them. They brought in Shaq to like do a story. Like I really wanted them to do a story where like Shaq was the dad of Brandy's baby. like, and then you could have like a grudge match with Shaq and Cody, like like that would be good. I don't know, and then like he was like, Malachi Black was like going way over on him. And so it's like, I'm not saying to turn Malachi Black babyface and fight Cody Rhodes, but you should have turned Cody Rhodes heel, and then Meltzer's like, oh, whoa, then we'll just cheer for him. Yeah, that's a real problem. Having a wrestler that people like. You know what I'm saying? Cool heels are what made wrestling popular in the late 90s. I don't understand the aversion to cool heels, I don't know. Anyway. All right. Anyway, I should play some Jetman. We'll get down to doing some of that. So, fun fact: the Amiga, not the Amiga, the Commodore 64 1084S monitor that I have an Amiga sticker and a Commodore sticker on, is back in the game room, and the reason it's back in the game room is because my good friend, took a look at it and cleaned it up and restored it essentially to factory setting, which is like really cool. Unfortunately, though, he was unable to get it to use the RGB, and it appears, according to him, and this guy's someone who works on old TVs. Like, he is a TV repairman. In fact, he died working on a TV and then came back to life. Not kidding. It's pretty crazy. Like, long story short, make sure that TV is completely uncharged before you start screwing with it. Anyway, he told me that the RGB, in his estimation, and he worked on this for a long time, and I have a lot of respect for this guy's skill. He modded my PlayStation. He's been a friend for decades. He was like, the RGB output is proprietary to the monitor. So it's not taking the standard SCART signal and computing it properly, which would explain why if you watched my video and trying to use the RGB, it was like all scrambled. Because when he opened up the monitor, there was like nothing wrong with anything inside of it. You just needed some, kind of cleaning up and tweaking here and there. But in general, it was pretty pristine. So his whole thing was just like, the reason you're getting a scrambled picture is because the pins that are trying to communicate out of the SCART cable are not matching up with the pins in the RGB, even though you're using like a DIN to a SCART. The communication with the way that the monitor is working with and I'm not a person that necessarily can get technical about this, but it's not communicating properly because of the proprietary RGB of the monitor versus the SCART standard of the mainstream consoles. That was, that's the problem. So there's really good S video that fundamentally looks like a PVM, but its RGB is not accessible, with the run-of-the-mill consumer consoles with RGB out. But we do have it, and I do have my, I got my Super Console X hooked up to it, and I can, just, I'm using it from like HDMI to S video right now. But, I can just do some straight S video on it too. So, cool stuff. Take a sip out of my water cup here. So I thought the Valis collection was coming out on the Switch. Oh, dude, I think the Evercade is out now, which I really want. I ended up downloading some game for Santino on the Switch, some like garage game maker or something, which I have no idea how to use, but that was like $30 today that I could have used to buy the Valis collection, so I have to wait till later in the paycheck for that one. So, till after some bills get paid and all that nonsense. Oh, what's fun is I was screwing around. Arrow, you might appreciate this. Dusted off the old broken laptop here. So I was just kind of mining it, messing around, seeing what I could find, maybe getting it ready to do some rips off of VHS. And I found a old review that I did for Lunar the Silver Star story, probably in like 2010. And, it was never uploaded to the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. So I'm gonna upload that, and you can see like skinny, nerdy Noel in the old house, doing some analysis with his hand camera on Lunar the Silver Star story, which is serving handsomely right now as a it's both displayed and have my Dragon Quest DS games resting on it, so that's good stuff. So yeah. I'll look into a younger Noel. I totally should have shaved my head at this point. I've got this like receding Italian afro, awkwardly combed, and I'm like, you know, um, I'm like 215, and that includes a lot of working out. Probably in this video, I was about like 160, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not all muscle. I mean, there's definitely some, dad bodage, but I'm in like way better shape now, and have had much more success with the ladies as opposed to the version of Noel that you're going to see in the Lunar review, who is not without its charm. I mean, you'll get to see the old place, which is, got this like cool mint green, and it's just got like a bunch of crazy posters everywhere. Really a lot of stuff has changed. Yeah, so good stuff. Yeah. All right, anyway, let's fire up the ye old monitor here. All right. I'm actually gonna have to kind of shrink the. Oh, hang on, the tripod here. All right. That's pretty good. All right. On you go. And we'll plug in the Famicom right here. This is the Shonen Jump Famicom that our good friend Retro Zoltan, added some ROMs to. And we'll just swap our plug out and our controller, which is conveniently hardwired into the console, like all good Famicoms. Alright, and there we go. What the hell is going on? There it is, okay. Where's my Famicom? Scoot this in a little bit here. Scoot it back a little here. Earthquake. Okay, here we go. All Night Nippon Jetman. Actually, I mean, this looks like really good. Like you can see it here nicely. But I'm thinking this will probably display better on the big TV. I think the big TV tends to communicate better with the live streams. So hold on, Jetman. All right, off you go. And we're gonna. What is this one going to? Hang on a sec here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out like what HDMI cable is going where. So this cable is coming out of that. So I moved something. What the hell is this cable going to? Is this going to the PS4? What is this? Either way, let's turn on the TV. We'll figure something out here. All right. I can hear Chairman Cog in the background right here, getting ready to summon the Iron Chefs because they're awesome. All right. What is this? Is this? Again, this has got to be the. That's not. Yeah, you know what that is. That's the PS4. Okay. So that because I hooked the PS4 up to that monitor, because Santino's been playing a lot of the Switch. All right. Man, Chairman Kaga really belted out. I Summon the Iron Chefs. A lot better in the early episodes. Alright, here we go. Alright, there's that. Alright, so now we got to get HDMI cable to. Alright, so we're going to unplug the computer here. Sorry, guys, I'm just rambling in real time here. Alright. Here's this. This guy's calling Chen. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Wait, let's actually see what the ingredient is here. Because Chairman Kaga's dripping hard tonight. I mean, I don't care who you are. There is no way that you are anywhere near the level of awesomeness of Chairman Takeshi Kaga. Let's see what he's going to use here. He wants to squeeze something out of his brain. What do you do to your brain? This is the first ingredient we'll have in liquid form. Okay, let's announce milk. Man, he is just the best person. All right, let's play some Jetman here. Now I have to. This is freaking ridiculous. I mean, this tripod is way better than my other one that was falling apart. But the problem with this one is when I adjust it, it is completely not conducive to smooth live streaming here. Although I guess, it's fun for you guys to be able to see, the room spin around, which is always fun. All right. Okay. All right. Get him out. There we go. Alright, let's turn this up and turn the milk battle down. Okay. Jet Garduda and Jet Icarus. And when their powers combine, along with Tetra Boy, they become the ultimate Jetman weapon. We're doing this on easy. And we go to area A. And we're being Guy, because he's the coolest. So the bad guys are no match for my bringer sword here. Well, maybe they are. I actually heard that Guy came back in one of the newer series of Jetman. There was like some deal where like you know how like Grandpa Gohan got to come back temporarily. It's like kind of something like that. No, Guy, get up, man. All right, fine. Let's be Red Hawk. This does not have bad graphics. I mean, it's nothing to necessarily write home about, but it definitely gets the job done. These look like cool 8-bit versions of the Jetman. Okay, so that was apparently my special move there. I just went to go hit pause, which is apparently select instead of start. Start makes me do that cool, you know, power move where I launch myself across the screen. Get some health here. So that'll let me do my super move, I'm assuming. So I guess with when I'm using the bringer sword characters, I gotta think of distance here. I think I did something to my left arm at the gym. Either that or I'm having a heart attack, which, you know, I hope I'm not, so. Which will totally make this movie go viral, or this video go viral. Like Italian nerd has heart attack in live stream. His last words were the government. The government. Oh, I think the blaster characters are better, actually. Like, in principle, I'm, like, committed to being Guy, the coolest Jetman. I mean, the girl Jetman are cool, too. Oh, Jesus, boss time, I think. Yep. Do we get to use Icarus here? There we go. Time to power up. Nice cutscene here. Okay, so start is my energy attack here. Oh, man! Please tell me it continues here. Oh, do I have the whole level over again? It's lame. Maybe I'll start off with the blaster characters, and then I'll reserve the sword characters for later. What has Jetman been the only one you've watched much of, or are there others? Yeah, so Jetman's my favorite by a lot, but there are other ones that they show that I like. Um, Time Ranger, I remember seeing some of that. That was like really cool. Obviously, like I've tried to check out whatever ZU Ranger I can. And there were other ones that were cool too. Hurricaneger, I like a lot. Um, so those were the ones. I really liked Kamen Rider. I used to watch that on TV Japan. Not TV Japan. Yeah, TV Japan. Um, Kamen Rider Wizard was one I liked a lot. And like one of the Kamen Riders they called Mayonnaise, and he was really cool. I actually liked him better than the main Kamen Rider. And then there was another Kamen Rider that was like he fought with like Hot Wheels cars, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was good. So Raita's just got this like super punch thing here. There was a really good Jet Ranger where Raita went back in time, and he's like kind of like a nerdy sumo guy, and like he was worshipped by cavemen, and like the ancestor of Kaori, which was the pink ranger that he had a crush on, like liked him. So like, he was like really happy living in the caveman timeline, but he eventually had to go back. But then they found these like hieroglyphic paintings of like him in these caves because he was like viewed as some like great hero of the cave people. It was a really good episode. Not a bad soundtrack. I think the only way this game could be like any better is if they opted for the chibi graphics, which I think, I mean, I get, they want to go for the more like anatomical graphics, but I think the chibi graphics are always preferable. I think there's a Mega Man Charge Man Ken mod, which I really, really want to get. uh, Damn, I'm still desperately trying to find old fan subs I watched of Time Ranger and Hurricaneger. They've got them on Toku Shotsu or whatever on Pluto TV. I was like thrilled when they started showing those, man. All right, let's see if we can beat this guy here. Damn it, man! I was like trying to charge up my stuff. It's nice that stuff like this is getting more exposure in the West. Better late than never. Yes, that is true. Well, I really got excited when they showed an episode of Dino Thunder with where they actually had the characters watching an episode of Abba Ranger. I don't exactly remember how they justified it, but there was some reason that they ended up watching Abba Ranger, and I actually found a website that I downloaded a bunch of the Super Sentai music from. and Ultraman music from, and it was just like one of those like websites from the early 2000s where you just could download MP3s. And those were the days. Now you got to go to like YouTube to MP3 and like dodge virus links and stuff like that all the time. It's fucking bullshit. I mean, I use like YouTube to MP3, and this is like the same thing with like regular, with like the old days. I don't really use that stuff to get new music. Not that I think there's anything wrong with people sharing their stuff and technology creating a more communistic system, but the stuff I want to buy is the stuff like I want access to, either to buy or just to have on my computer, is so obscure. Like, I want the Jetman closing credits. Well, where the hell are you gonna get that? Like go on eBay, maybe. Like eBay doesn't even exist in Japan anymore. Like, or I could just go on YouTube and someone's gonna upload it and we can all share it and be happy. I mean, like, I understand, like, it's important that artists make money, but I also understand that, technology is lending itself so that people can share more things, and that's good. And there are solutions to these things, like, they've figured it out, basically. Just, have the money version of things just be easier. Make it easy to support your favorite artists and stuff like that. There's still SoulSeek if you want to get audio files that way. Interesting. Never heard of that place. Okay, now, what I need to do is I need to try to jab my way in here. Jab, block. Jab, block. Darn it. Can I just, like... There we go. Can I just, like, block and then let this charge up? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Like, is that the secret here? Damn it. Darn it! This game is, like, really good, except the fighting... You know what this game reminds me a lot of is Mazinger on the Genesis, where it's, like, this, like, really good beat 'em up. And then once you get to, like, the, like, boss fight, where it switches to a, perfect... sometimes perfect dark works for Japanese sources, but your mileage may vary with it. Interesting. Like, okay. Mazinger for the Genesis is like this really, really good beat 'em up, and then you get to the boss fight, and it turns into like a one-on-one fighter, and the fighting system on that is definitely not that great. So, this Jetman is also seemingly has that same situation, but like I'm one of those people that if I like the property enough, I will forgive shortcomings with the actual software. So, I'm not upset at at this game, but I'm maybe want to play something else because I keep losing to these robots repeatedly. So, yeah, I don't know. If you are keeping up with the channel uploads, we recently did a review of King of Fighters 11. Had a lot of fun playing that. And the reviews I was watching for King of Fighters 11, just to kind of refresh my memory before I did my own review, They were talking about how difficult the boss. I think his name was like Makaki or Magagi or something. I don't know, but I beat him like. I mean, I don't know what difficulty I had the game on, but I ran through that game without losing a single. I lost a, like a character here and there, but like I never actually had to hit continue. So maybe Serafina was just good luck. I don't know. So. Cool, cool. Why don't we take a brief trip to the kitchen? Go get some milk, because it's a milk battle on Iron Chef. So out of solidarity with, them, woo, drink some milk. Well, my wife keeps forgetting to get on the milk. Ooh, there's a fortune cookie. Why don't we, do a unboxing video of this fortune cookie right here? Exciting stuff here. So here's the cookie brought to us by the fine people at China City. Courtesy opens many doors. I guess. Yeah. It's not as good as the Aqua Teen Hunger Force, where Carl opened one. It's like, tonight you'll get your dick ripped off. It's like you entered a binding legal contract by opening that cookie. No, Aqua Teen Hunger Force used to be fantastic. Now it got too dark. I mean, getting her dick ripped off is dark, but like it stopped being like well-timed, warped funny, and started being like like just too weird and dark. So anyway, I digress. There's a reason that show went off the air, but I liked it a lot back in its heyday. Back when it was so-called Aqua Teen Hunger Force. At a certain point, they started like changing the name of the show every season, and it was really stupid. Like it's not funny. But the important thing to remember is that at the end of the day, courtesy opens many doors. All right. We have Peppa Pig over here. Wink, wink. All right. All right. Where is the milk? Right here. The heck is this? Oh, pretzel chicken. All right. In my Yu Yu Hakusho shirt right here. Yep. All right. Okay, so we'll utilize this Santa Claus cup for our beverage needs, which are, important at this hour. Got to stay hydrated for your wee hour live streams, which, work out well for the schedules of people on the West Coast and for, people fresh out of high school in the Jersey area. Now that I'm on February break, expect some more frequency with the streams. So I'll probably be streaming on weeknights too this week. So that's good. I would have streamed on Friday, but yeah, I did some MMA and a full day of teaching, and so it's just like I was too tired. I fell asleep, and it's like Friday nights I always end up like being so hungry that I eat like all my Chinese food. Like Friday is like the order night for my family, so we always either get like Chinese or Korean, and then like I just eat everything, and then just get full and tired and fall asleep on the couch. Usually to Iron Chef or Mary Tyler Moore. So, so there's that. All right. What do we want to play next? We can keep playing something on the Famicom. We could play some King of Fighters 11. I don't know if Sinister's still on there, but he might appreciate that. Or we could always, go to the Super Console X and just dive through some random games. Like Street Fighter, the movie, the arcade game, which we've played on the channel. Um, yeah, I don't know. That thing's just got a ton of good ROMs on it. So, um, hmm. Let's do some KOF 11. What the heck? All right, trusty Famicom. We are going to put you off to the side for right now. And we will go to some KOF 11. So we'll shrink down our tripod again. I think that Lincoln movie, that guy was filmed eating a hamburger in the Lincoln costume, and it must have been the most hilarious thing ever. Hey, why is Abe Lincoln at McDonald's? He's back. All right. It's actually funny if Lincoln didn't get assassinated. You probably would have much better relations with the South, because Lincoln's Reconstruction terms were pretty reasonable. And by pretty reasonable, I mean really reasonable. So, but those radical Republicans. So this is the first chronological KOF on the Atomis wave. Playing this on our trusty Sharp PVM. It's pretty interesting how, King of Fighters Neo Wave was good, but you could argue it was kind of underwhelming. I liked it, though. I liked it a lot. Then, this game, totally knocked it out of the park. Be the Mark of the Wolves guys, the Fatal Fury guys. Then KOF 12 on the Taito hardware looked really good, but was just had nothing for story, man, and not a whole ton of characters. Then KOF 13 came out and was the prettiest fighting game ever. So, I don't know. It's kind of this rhythm of good, kind of rhythm of underwhelming and then amazing King of Fighters for a period in the early 2000s into 2010s. Alright, Terry versus the cool Nest's Arc Hero team. They have really cool music. I just want to kind of keep the fight going because it's so good. Kay is easily one of the coolest looking characters just in any fighting game.
I don't even know how to tag. How do I tag? There it is. Okay. It's, Oh, he blocked the Buster Wolf. I'm trying to, like, let the fight drag a little bit just because I like the music so much. Rock you. You know, people, I guess complained about this game keeping with the 90 sprites, but dude, when you play this on a PVM, those sprites are really nice. I think a lot of the problem was that people were playing them on standard definition TVs with a composite video, couldn't really see how nice they were. And like this monitor is from like the late 80s, so it's like, you know, not like this technology wasn't available to people. It's just hard to get a PVM back in the day. I want to get KOF 15. Maybe I'll go to GameStop tomorrow or something. I don't know. People tend to, from what I'm hearing online, people are liking it. I really wish they'd keep using the KOF 13 graphic system, though. But who knows if the iteration of SNK now has programmers that are good enough to pull that off, you know? I mean, I don't mind the PS2 style 3D graphics or the PS3 style 3D graphics, you know. Basically good PS2 or low PS3, you know, kind of. But you know, I like there's just something really nice about, you know, like a good 2D sprite art, you know. If they really wanted to get technical, they could try to go the Dragon Ball Fighters route, you know, which would be nice. For some reason, Blue Mary's hanging out with the Art of Fighting guys. I don't know why, but, you know, she is. Hey, gang, no worries, but tell me if the comments are working, you know. Just haven't heard from you guys in a while, and sometimes the comments stop working on the streams. Although, like, you know, if you are, like, screaming that they're not working, and they're not working, I can't see it, so. But try. Ah, they're working. That's good. Good deal. It's Rugal's Nice Guy Kid. Come on. It's nice, and I'm seeing a lot of people are continuing to make games for the Sega Genesis. Like, I've Seeing a lot of indie games coming out on the Genesis. Popping up on different kind of gamer YouTube channels or stuff like that. It's kind of in my feed. So that's pretty cool. And what else was? They finally came out with some affordable component cables for the GameCube. I went the route to get an HDMI to component converter for my GameCube, but I am kind of interested just to see how it looks just popping right through the component. But I'm sure my HDMI option is really good and probably superior, but I don't know. Just that I'm playing a game in the background right now as well. What are you playing, man? Magaki, that was his name. It's like an evil Meg Ryan. Elseworld. Oh, cool. Isn't there a HBO show about that? I also have the KOF 2002 and 2003 double disc that came out on the PS2. Some people say they don't like the character art on KOF 2002. I like it. It's a little awkward, but I think it's got personality. One, two, three. All right, there we go. B. Janet and the... No, it's Ash. All right. Just glanced at Ash's picture so quickly I thought it was B. Janet's picture. The new protagonist for the King of Fighters, his character design looks really jumbled. Ash's character design, was interesting. It wasn't sympathetic at all, but it, looked good for what it was. His new character design, again, is not, bad, but, it's weird, man. He's got, giant headphones and Bermuda shorts on and stuff. It's Alright, here we go. Alright, super finish. Nice work. Executing justice, putting it to work. Oh, what a feeling. Well, here comes Xian. I've been waiting for you. So, I guess Xian's a guy? I don't know. Maybe not. I have no idea. Maybe Xian's a girl. I don't know. Looks like a girl. out of the final hall. There is a substantial spike in difficulty once you get to the boss on this game. Man, blocked the Buster Wolf. Not twice in a row, though. I have a friend named Buster. Whenever we hang out, I always go, "Are you okay, Buster Wolf?" Come on, come on. There you go. Kim again with the super finish. Ah. Now here comes Magaki, talking about how the real purpose of KOF is to use various fighting energies to resurrect this evil snake demon that only he can control, or so he thinks. It's weird how when you get sucked into his dimension, you turn into a bunch of mashed potatoes. That's what that looks like right there. Alright. Getting a little tired, but hopefully beating this game will lift my consciousness. This guy's such a pain in the ass. It's one of those bosses you can't really fight normal. You can also cancel out your super moves. Ah! Come on, duck. Darn it! Hey, Rogue Drums, how the heck are you, my friend? We are right at the final boss of King of Fighters 11. You almost had him, too. What the heck? Let's go with the decreased health. Continue on with the Fatal Fury team. Now, it almost worked for us last time, so let's do the same thing. Dude, the weather where I'm living now is completely insane. Buster Wolf, Buster Wolf! My duck. Got him. Haha. You're no match for Duck. With his 90s style and positive attitude. Now let's all sit back and watch our ending. Yeah, no, the weather where I am, it's like it was started out the day 40 degrees. Then it turned into a complete whiteout. And now it's freezing. And I was wearing a hoodie, but then my lovable daughter snotted all over it. So I changed into the Yu Yu Hakusho shirt. And now I'm cold. And that's the end of that story. Ugh, that's a shame. You know, I'd feel worse for him if he wasn't such a psychotic mass murderer. The situation would only grow more chaotic as time went on. Later that night, Wagaki's body was mysteriously stolen and was being examined to be continued. Alright, let's see what Terry and the gang are up to. They're late. Doesn't matter, my philosophy and ideals toward training are Duck. You never change, do you, Kim? Impossible. Once he's like that, we're going to be lectured till dawn, man. Thought we were gonna get drunk. Hurry up, Andy. You better. Darn it, man! It's going too fast. Come on, guys. We can't leave all this boring talk. Can't leave all this boring talk and training for later. Boring? Did I say boring? I meant brilliant. I'm enjoying every minute of it. I'd love to hear the rest. Please go on. In other words, I believe that true justice must be based on the foundation of... Exactly, you hit the nail right on the head. There's really nothing else to say. So, no, you don't understand. The endings of this game are actually, like, really funny. The, Art of Fighting one is great, because they're trying to set up, King and Rio on a date. And Terry's wearing a golf shirt. Kim is left alone. There's no one for him to talk about honorable martial arts to. Alright, guys, and that, my friends, is King of Fighters 11. I'm getting a bit drowsy. Why don't we go back to the kitchen and pep myself up? Of course, we all know
the thing that best wakes me up is international channel videos. Weather today was absolutely terrible. If I didn't leave for work, if I didn't have to work, I wouldn't have left the house. I just looked out the window and it was like snow whipping everywhere, man. It was like crazy. And it's like, they're doing it now that it's like no school now. So it's like, of course the weather's terrible. So like we've had like one snow day all year. It's driving me nuts. All right, all right. There's a piece of pretzel chicken in the fridge, but why don't we go for some delicious troll snacks? That will keep us up. Well, we'll grab 3. Then I might have to buy more and replenish them for Santino, because he's so lovable. All right, what do we want to do? Do we want to do an international channel tape? Do we want to do another PS2 game? I don't know. All right. So, Rogue Drums, are you working at Tops today? Soon to be Grand Union or whatever. It's a shame, like, there's this upstate New York grocery chain called Tops, and I guess they changed hands or whatever, so there's not going to be any Tops anymore, which is sad because, I don't know, I always, remember Tops grocery store and Tops baseball cards is, an important part of my youth. I remember when Tops really, really upgraded their supermarket, and everyone in Cortland was just freaking out and going nuts about how good it was. So, those were the days. I actually have a cousin who worked at Tops and kept the store open during the blizzard of '93. I was crazy. The only thing that was worse was the blizzard of 2015. That thing buried cars. That's when I went to go talk to Chomsky, and I was kind of flattered. He came in a blizzard to come and talk to me at MIT, so that was cool. All right. When was the worst of it? Hey, Robert, you subscribed? Cool. Welcome to the channel, man. So, let me tell you what you can expect as a new subscriber to the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. Video game reviews, cool artwork, obscure music, international channel stuff and other random stuff, and these very fun live streams that I do. Usually on Saturday nights, because I'm a public school teacher, and I'm always exhausted at the end of a school day, so, But, glad you're subbed. I'm glad you're on the stream. I think that gives us, what, $11.95? So I think we need 5 more to get to 1,200. And then we can review Final Fantasy 12 and King of Fighters 12. So, good stuff. So, Robert, my friend, where do you currently live, Noel ComiX? I live in upstate New York. I live right under Syracuse, New York. Noel is the man. He's a good guy. Thank you so much, Dakota. That is true. Dakota, former student of mine, and now, just general buddy. Yeah. It's already been Grand Union. Did you change your logo outside your store? I gotta stop by there. You've lost customers. Why are you losing customers? What's different about Grand Union? Let's see. So, Robert, since you're new to the gang, do you have any video games you like? And maybe we can pull something like that out of the collection and play it a little bit for you. Let's see what I got here. May I recommend Virtua Fighter 4? That's a good one right here. But whatever, man. I'm just randomly asking. This is actually Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. This was cool because it had like Virtua Fighter 4, but with like the original arcade graphics. So they were all like kind of like Dire Straits and Money for Nothing graphics, so it's good stuff. All right. So yeah, so Dakota, what don't they like about Grand Union? I'm like legitimately curious. It's been changed. The prices are so bad. I feel bad for people that come though. Definitely slowed down after people saw how bad the prices are. Eesh. Well, as long as you still sell like yogurt and ramen noodles, I guess I'll still come in. So, also the occasional like anime magazine. I used to buy like anime magazines there. You can stop by and see for yourself. But the only good price stuff is the stuff on sale. Wow. And it's like that's like your team too. So it's like if anyone's gonna talk good about that place, it's you. So I don't know. Rogue Drums. You know Tommy Moffat at all? He is the younger brother of one of my best friends. Not even joking, my man. Okay, I believe you, man. Are you is your campus on break right now, or are you still man, what the freak, man? Okay, there we go. It was like being extremely difficult to open up my troll gummy snacks, It's like when your like dreams are hurt because you realize that Hulk Hogan's having trouble ripping apart one of his t-shirts. I remember seeing some nitros where he was kind of struggling a little bit. And then like the following week I saw a small cut in the top of his t-shirt. It's like, do what you gotta do, man, Um What we got here? Ooh, you know what we could do? This is something that Sinister likes. It's an interesting one. What the hell? We're in a Neo Geo mood. I think we played this before, but we got Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. This is a good game that I don't play enough of. So we're gonna play it. And maybe we can review it on the channel. If it wasn't for my coworkers, I would leave. I've been there, man. I actually think it's kind of good when, like, it's not good to work a bad job, but it's good to have good coworkers because then you make good friends. Like you bond because of the bullshit. So that's definitely a plus or a silver lining on a kind of gray cloud. So. All right. Well, let us position our camera like so, and we'll play some Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. I am a older guy here on Iron Chef right now. This is a good game.
Um, I'm definitely one of the few people that like Capcom Fighting Jam or Fighting Evolution, but this game is objectively better. Mr. Karate and Robert. I don't know Tommy Moffat. No, college wasn't really for me. Fall semester was bad. College is not my thing. I might go back. You might want to yeah, do your thing, man. But you might want to go the TC3 route if you want. Because I started out at TC3, which was a community college, and then from there I went up to doctorate level. But I totally understand not wanting to do college because you can get yourself in a whole bunch of debt, like me. I'm still not completely sure on how the rounds work on this. I think you just have to keep beating people until the time runs out, and then you fight the boss. Nakaruru. Darn it. All right. You win. Yuri will never accept you. Yeah, not for me. I'd rather be working. Honestly, I thought I would like college, but it's not for everyone. No, it's not. Life recovery. That's what I want. I mean, just don't close any doors and just pursue your interests. That's the best thing you can do. What kind of stuff were you studying? Were you getting to do any like music stuff, or were you just having to do a lot of general education classes that were just kind of not really feeling? Yes, that's the best way you said it. Yep, I hear you. Dang. Os. Increase time? I don't know. No, I went for business, nothing with music. Most likely not going to continue too much and not really what I want to do. Are you like still thinking about pursuing music? Because I know you're a big, you know, percussion enthusiast. This guy is from the last Blade, I believe. Alright, Athena. This is like Boss Athena from SVC Chaos. Yes, I got her. Music is something I love and a hobby, not pursue and study it. I don't need to study in music to be a musician. No, I hear you, man. Kaede and Mudman. Alright. Oh man. You should get the ability before you name yourself Dragon or Tiger. Yes, I'm going to continue. Sure. Let's keep going with the Robert and Rio combo here. This rather be working. No, for sure, man. Nah, dude, like, yeah, no. I mean, college, like, it can be an incredibly good experience where you grow your intellect, or it can be something where you waste a lot of money and lose touch with reality. So, I know, like, that's what it is, so. Man. Man, I can't get over how good this game looks on this PVM. It's again one of those things where it's like you gotta see it to really appreciate it. Ooh, I got him. I'm gonna like check the messages in the chat, and then all of a sudden I'm getting hit. Of all the fighting games I have everything except King of Fighters or any SNK fighting games. Actually, so much of my games are fighting. I love fighting games. And yeah, SNK is great, man. Like they really took it to heart. And they, Piston Takahashi, the guy who made the first Street Fighter, ended up being a SNK guy right after Street Fighter 1. So they definitely have the programmers who knew how to do the good stuff. I mean, like I said, I want to get King of Fighters 15 too. I mean, I don't know if you have any of the newer stuff, but I mean, should be on the Switch. I think it's on everything. Damn it! Yeah, I like fighting games for lots of reasons. One, because they're very immersive, and the Japanese ones have very good artistic aesthetics, right? They're very much into creating a audio-visual experience that's pleasing to the senses and creatively expressive. So I love Japanese fighting games. Plus, I like the idea of fighting as self improvement, expression, competition, contest of ideas. And then they're also just games where they're like good to just kind of you can pick up and play. So yeah, fighting games are awesome. Damn it! Why have you come here? My name is Mizuchi. Alright, time to fight the KOF 97 boss here. Newest thing I have is PS3 and 360. Those are good systems. This guy's got good music. Darn it. Dude. Because you grew up with them, they're nostalgic. Same here. Love fighting games because you can put them down in a half an hour and I don't have a single RPG. I love RPGs. I have too many RPGs and not enough time. Like I see an RPG and it's like, oh, this looks really pretty. I must buy it, and then it's like I have no time to play it. It's like having a lot of good books you don't have time to read. I don't know how to tag on this game. Darn it, come on! Dude, what the freak, man? I'm in the middle of doing my super move. How does he, like, do a move while he's getting hit? It's, like, complete nonsense. Alright. Do. Alright. I can probably knock him out in this go around. I hope. Although I feel like when you, like, lower the gauge, or, like, lower the HP, it, like, makes the boss harder. Well, I figured out how to tag, so that's good. Dude, I'm hitting the tag! What the hell? Alright, come on, Noel. We are gonna beat this guy. This is freaking ridiculous. So, like, eager to continue. I just keep, like, putting all A's in for my initials. Remember when you were, you know, a kid at the arcade at the bowling alley? You thought you were, like, the, you know, most badass person ever because you were, like, ass for your initials. Yeah. Take that, society. I bought a pretty pricey game recently. Good price. Hang on, let me see what game it is. What are you talking about? Okay, bought a pretty pricey game. Ninja Turtles Hyperstone Heist. I don't have that game. I actually don't have any physical Ninja Turtles games. I have some digital stuff for sure, but I don't. I love Ninja Turtles, but I never got into the video games very much growing up. Damn it! This guy's like harder with no life. Freaking SNK boss nonsense. Oh, come on. Stop making me insert my name.
Continue.
Man. Do. I love Ninja Turtle games. $74. That is a bit on the pricey side. Turtles in Time, but for the Genesis. Nice. Yeah, dude, Genesis is a fantastic system. Well, this power gauge option is really not a wise one. You know, it's funny. King of Fighters 97, which is what this guy is from, has probably got the best story in the KOF series and by far the worst music. I have no idea what they were thinking with the music in King of Fighters 97. Like, my friend, like, burned me a copy of King of Fighters 97, and we just thought the audio wasn't working on it. But SNK, like, legit just didn't have music in some of the levels and just went with, like, the ambient crowd noise. Weird option. We'll do Mr. Karate and Terry, see how that fares. Ah. Oh my gosh. Got Sonic 3. I love Sonic 3. My Genesis right now is the absolute perfect time to collect. PS2 are all increasing in price. Yeah, Genesis is like amazing. And like I said, they're making new games for it too. Like you can find people like indie game developers that have like Genesis programming kits and are making games for it. So there are new Genesis games still coming out if you seek out the hardware. So in addition to having like a great collection of, old games, you can get new games, and then if you really want to branch out and get yourself a 32X, I mean, there's not like a ton of stuff on 32X, but the stuff there is, you can find some good stuff. Sega CD too. But even if you just focus on the Genesis, you could be quite content. Just building up your Genesis collection. Got him. Finally. All right. He falls into the ground, appearing to be human, but he's anything but. He's the world's will, and he's a bad guy, and synthetic life is provided by wares. I don't know what that means. The Battle of Mizuchi was not the true climax. And the end question mark. Alright. Well, we'll have to try that again. Not now, though, because this game was a lot of fun. But I think it's time we checked out an international channel tape. No. Thank you for making this game. Okay. Oh man, oh man. Alright, what the hell time is it here? It is 1:47. Alright, so not too much time we're gonna spend on this, but we'll spend some. Alright, hang on here. Alright, let's get our tripod nice and verticalized here. Things you can do when you're streaming late at night. You can make up words, like verticalized. Good deal. The only game I would ever be interested in Sega CD is Sonic CD. Yeah, Sonic CD is awesome. All Sega CDs for the Model 1 are 300. 32X is 200. Dude, you can get 32X for less than $200. I got my... Yeah, Saturn is fantastic. I got my 32X at Robot City in Binghamton, and I definitely did not pay $200 for that. I think I probably paid something like... Unless the price went up, and it could have. I would say I probably paid something like maybe... Maybe 100? Not even. I think I paid less than 100 for it. I don't know.
Challenger Chairman Kaga unveils the theme.
But,
Shining eggplant.
32X. Good Virtua Fighter. Good Mortal Kombat.
And now the moment of truth. Facing judgment for the eggplant battle. On the panel today are former Lower House member Toshio Yamaguchi,
There we go.
actress Mayuko Takata, and
Ooh, let's just check out the first dish here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab the plug. Really get this thing popping here.
I feel like I'm enjoying a fruit rather than an eggplant. It has such a fruity taste to it.
I see that he is young at heart by looking at this dish.
This is quite good. This is made by taking the most delicious
This
parts
man is
of
incredibly
the
old,
and
but his
cooking them
eggplant,
together.
that's amazing.
This man is a true veteran. This is a wonderful flavor.
But the flavor is not really that of an eggplant.
That's so. The egg yolk and the sesame sauce are a bit too strong in this.
The seasoning of this needs some work. The sweetness is a little too strong.
Hey, he's old. He's seen things. He doesn't need your nonsense. What do we got in the tape player here? All right. Tell me my eggplant tastes like fruit. Ooh, hey. How long ago was that? 20... 2018, I want to say. 2018. So it's been a few years. The video of when I bought it is actually on the YouTube channel because I went to Robot City and it's on YouTube. So yeah. So let's get some hey 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 performance here. It's a solid performance here. It's funny, I was going through one of my old laptops today and I found a Hey 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 episode from like 2010. I wonder if I could upload that and not get in trouble. Usually Hey 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 stuff is pretty good to not get in trouble with because the show doesn't exist anymore. Yes. Inflation, my man. Crap definitely went up. High demand, less supply. Yeah. Well, Biden supporters tell us that inflation actually doesn't affect us because their guy is on watch for it. Let's see, come on, man. Let's check out some pot sticker commercial here. This guy's got a choir. It's very soothing music. I like this guy, but I need something more peppy this late at night here. Yeah, I mean, like, I got nothing against this guy, and I got nothing against, like, acoustic power ballads, but it's like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I need, like, synthesizers and lasers. Next week. Good hey hey hey. V6. Dreams come true. The soundtrack to Sonic. You know, the thing that was like really good about Hey 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 as opposed to something like TRL, you know, it's because like Hey Hey Hey's people like actually performed and you had to listen to their whole song. Would you tell me? Brian Burton Lewis. Classic chimes. What do we got after this? Tenchi Muyo. Wait, hang on a second. What was that commercial for? Legend of Black Heaven.
Don't miss third during Asia Street, Wednesday at 11 p.m.
Now, our good friend International Channel 4 Life, I think, was in contact with the host of
The
Stir.
anime, The Legend of Black Heaven. Once the great rock guitarist of Black Heaven, OG is now an utterly normal working stiff. For reasons unexplained,
Yeah,
his
gas
unique
prices
music
suck.
powers a weapon that can save the Earth from alien invasion.
Go, Pop! Give the bad guys your best shot!
Don't miss the adventures of OG on The Black Heaven during Asia Street. Tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m.
That show
only
had an
on
amazing
International
intro.
Channel.
So this was a tape that I did at Andrew's house.
Captain, you're watching Return to IC. Your second chance to see the shows you missed during the week. First up,
Because Dragon Ball GT's
what would you do if you
not
never
on
had to
it.
go to school, but rather hang out with beautiful girls whose idea of fun, danger, and adventure? One guy knows. He's up next. It's Tenchi Muyo.
And for some Tenchi Universe. Oh, man, this had an awesome Japanese and English intro. I actually think that Tenchi Universe and El Hazard the Wanderers were actually better than the OVAs. That's saying something. The first Tenchi OVAs were nuts. They were awesome. Dude, that opening is freaking amazing. Alright. I don't want to get in trouble by like showing a whole episode of Tenchi Muyo here, so. Yes, that would put me right to sleep. Yeah. No, yeah, Sonya, they did a great opening to Tenchi Muyo. That will not put you to sleep. It'll keep you rocking and rolling. We'll watch a couple more things off the tape, and then we'll wrap it up. We're approaching 2.5 hours, so good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So we got kind of exciting commercials we got here on the international channel. We got some Tenchi here. I have the no, I mean like the Tenchi Muyo OVAs are really good, and there's things about the Tenchi Muyo OVAs I like best, but in general, the story of Tenchi Universe I think is better and more developed and funnier. But there are things about the OVAs that are really good. The crispness of some of the artwork. It's a little edgier at times, which is nice. And, you know, I don't know. It's just they're both, like, you know, there's certain things that lend itself better to TV and certain things that lend itself better to OVA. And I think they both did things masterfully. So, Tenchi in Tokyo, though, not as good, in my opinion. So.
Stereo equipment to fill it with great sound. All you need is the Bose.
You got your food or some other trash. When you play a card, you lose all your cash. You're so pathetic, you never win, and you never will. Not the kind of girl who make any guy feel a thrill. I'm sorry, you'll never be a goddess like me. Step aside, this is how it's got to be.
Speaking of TV stuff, if you are a fan of the channel, I have the full version of the English closing to El Hazard the Wanderers. I believe that is the first on YouTube, so enjoy that.
Come if you may, you young crown prince of Jirai. Come to me and shed your blood of defeat.
Yosho and Kagato, the light and the darkness that divides the universe. Now that you have the power to overcome the light, Kagato, what plan do you have in mind? I don't know. I don't know anything. But one thing I know for sure is that I will take Ayeka back from you, whatever the cost. Coming up next is No Need for a Showdown.
It's unquestionably a great showdown!
Join us for a countdown of the top 10 latest and greatest.
KMC.
Don't miss Korean Music Countdown.
Dude, so this is really funny. I was going through that old laptop today. I found some fan art that I actually sent Revolution and Korean Music Countdown. So I'll share some of that on the YouTube channel. It's not good, but it's the thought that counts. Actually, I'm thinking maybe I should do new versions of that artwork and compare the old and the new.
Wednesday on International Channel. She's beautiful. She's creative. She's in your home. Join Nadia as she walks through designer homes and discusses stylish design trends. Each week revealing different decor themes, useful home tips and advice to help bring out your own creativity and style. Don't miss Your Home during Asia Street, Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, only on International Channel. Thursday on International Channel. It's young, it's sassy, it's revolutionary.
It's young and it's sassy with our revolution girl Sophia Chong, Nami Tamaki.
Don't miss the fun. Revolution during Asia Street, Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, only on International Channel.
Are you an immigrant? Would you like to fight a war in Afghanistan? Then join the army. It's fun for the whole family. But seriously, I'm happy we have a volunteer army because I do not want to draft. Not want to have the government like knocking on my door to go die in some country that I have no interest dying in, you know. Ronnie Deutsch. She is a sturdy and lovely lawyer woman.
When she said that she can settle this for pennies on the dollar, she absolutely means it.
You deserve a fresh start. Let me help you settle your IRS account.
Call the law offices of Ronnie Deutsch at 1-800-348-3962 for a free and confidential tax analysis. Call 1-800-348-3962.
The following program is rated TV-PG. Viewer discretion is advised.
Return to IT, just getting started. Now it's off to Japan to go one-on-one with your favorite artists. Be the first to hear debut albums, hip-hop and alternative. It's all here.
Pop Japan TV.
日本の最新ヒット曲や貴重なライブ映像、アーティストのインタビューなどをお届けする東京発最新音楽情報番組ポップジャパン TV。
Okay, so I know that the tape ran out for Nami Tamaki, I think in the last live stream. And I'm not sure if this is on the same spot or not. If this is another part of the Nami Tamaki special. Or if this is the end of the tape that we were watching last time. Let's see. Yeah, sadly, this is the end of the tape. So, we'll have to rewind this tape from the beginning for next time because, you know, it's getting pretty late. So, why don't we wrap up this live streaming? Guys, let me tell you, since, like I said, it's winter break, I can be doing some live streams. Maybe even tomorrow, Monday, who knows? Stay tuned to the Noel ComiX YouTube channel for lots of live streaming fun. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for indulging my nonsense and watching me play video games and ramble about stuff I like. And until next time, guys, my name is Noel. You take care, sweet dreams, and I will see you in the very near future for more fun. Bye-bye.